So when you bring a puppy home and you have this crate and you set up the proper proportions for the puppy.
Okay.
You can also get a large crate that's going to fit the puppy as they grow, as long as it has a divider. Which I'll hold that thing up just so you can see. A divider, so that they can grow with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What I like to do is I like to have a box fan.
Okay.
And a blanket. That
white noise?
Yeah.
Okay.
White noise would work. Something, yeah, so box fan, white noise, especially for nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
It provides that comfort
Which, by the way, your puppies have had sounds played for them all night long since they were 2 weeks old. We do thunderstorms, we do trains, we do airplanes, we do fireworks, and we also do city background noises. So your dog is used to having some noise going on. So if your house is completely silent at night, you might want to consider adding that because your puppy's used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The white noise, I always tell people, I put a box fan, white noise next to the crate at night. And at nighttime, I like to take a blanket and put it completely over the crate.
Oh, okay.
It provides, again, a sense of comfort, a sense of security for the dog, but it also starts to tell the puppy this is bedtime. It's not playtime.
I wonder if puppies have melatonin like we do that releases in our brain.
Oh yeah, they
chemical.
do. Absolutely, good to provide that comfort. And then when they're home, that is when at nighttime I would give them that blanket that she's gonna send home.
Okay. Yeah, we've got that blanket that smells like mom, and then the stuffed animal that smells like the litter mate. So those will help to comfort your puppy too.
Yeah. What do the blankets look like?
So they're receiving blankets.
Can
they're
I see it?
Sure. Yeah.
Because I might have an idea.
Okay.
So this has mom's scent on it. Okay, so what I was saying is that for the first week or two, you want to avoid washing this just because it's going to bring them comfort. It's going to provide that smell of the mom. And is that why? Can you say why you do that?
Oh, I rub it all over mom.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a comfort to them just to have that smell of this familiar house, their mom, and then also their litter mates. So it's kind of something that you would put in the kennel to ease them at times. She did suggest maybe not overnights just because they could poop and pee on it and you don't want to wash it for a couple weeks.
I wonder if what I like to do.
Maybe you could kind of put it on the side so that it was
thinking
smelly.
that, but also, do you have old T-shirts?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So my thought is, so you'll send these home, and these can be out during the day. But if we could get a piece of cloth that can just be in the crate, so you'll have two. So then that cloth is going to provide still that scent.
So have just a smaller square.
A smaller square, so that if it's, then it can get washed.
Yeah.
Too, and it's a comfort as well.
Okay.
So maybe you have two comforts.
Okay.
Is the thought. You're being very good in that crate. That didn't take you long. It's gonna be very different though when she goes home for sure.
They're like kids. They're going to test their limits.
Oh,
and
yeah.
if you give in at certain times, they are going to be taught and they're going to learn that they receive the response from you from either whining or anything like that. So that's why it's so important to ignore it. And I know it's hard, but you got to kind of ignore, and they fall in line and they'll get used to routine, and I promise that it's going to be so much easier on you guys if they have their safe space.
When I'm training a puppy, I always tell my clients, your puppy's barking, your puppy's biting, the cute things your puppy's doing as a cute puppy
are not cute.
Are you going to want that behavior when they're an adult? And if you don't want that behavior when they're adult, chewing on the leash, jumping at you even. If you don't want that behavior as an adult, you're going to correct it at this age. You're going to correct it as a puppy. Because if you don't start now, it's going to be a lot harder to correct and start later. It's possible, but it's definitely more challenging, and your life's going to be so much happier if you start now.
Well, and these guys' socialization period is up through 12 weeks. The reason we kind of want them to go home with you at 8 weeks is so that you get some of that socialization time, because that's when they really embed some of those habits and traits and things like that. And once they pass 12 weeks, there are some things that you have to train in a total different manner, just because their brain's a little bit different, and all that kind of stuff. So,
Oh, that was a good sit. So she is definitely seeking attention right now. Every moment's a great training moment, regardless of what you're doing. If you have that mindset, what do I want in the future? I don't want a puppy jumping on me. I want that puppy off of me. So I'm going to just gently say off. Off. I'm going to reward that. Yes.
good girl.
So that is a great way to start rewarding and training not jumping on, because she is like, hey, give me that attention.
No, I want that treat.
Off. You were so close, man. Off. Yes. Now, if she was a bigger dog, I always suggest, people walk backwards or they turn around when their puppy's jumping. Or we got the knee in the chest, which I'm not a big proponent of the knee in the chest. A dog's natural instinct is to move backwards when you move forward. So if you have a dog jumping, you're going to move forward instead of turning, because that dog's going to back down, and that's instantly like, yes, good job.
Okay.
Like, treat that.
Okay.
To where they eventually learn, like,